and we have a nice light here. It's LED, but we're going to take it down because it's not bright enough for a bedroom. And also the tenants lost the globe for it, so we're going to take it down and put up a nicer bedroom light. But we'll save this for a closet light because it is good for a closet light. So we'll just take this down and we're not going to throw it away because it does work. There's nothing wrong with it. And it's quite close to the kitchen. That's why it got all greasy and dirty inside. So here in the country I was born in, your black wire is, the black is your live here, your white is the neutral, or your bare wire, the green wire is the ground. So now we'll put the matching bracket up for this other light that we're going to be putting on here. So we're going to use that one and that one. We'll come up through these holes here. Get it nice and tight. I'll just hop down and check my fixture and make sure it's the right 2 holes. Nope, I have to go in on the 2 inside holes, so I'm glad I checked it before I put it all together. Now this light's going to be a lot brighter than the other little one. So we'll put it back up on here. Just make sure it's snug. And our wires aren't squeezing hitting our wires, and put our other screw on top. And I want this going straight across, so we can put our light on here so it looks nice. This is a nice light fixture I got at a garage sale for like $2. We'll wrap our ground wire around our green screw here. Close our loop the direction our screw turns here. Get on here nice and tight. And now we'll get our wires wire nutted here. Now I like to strip my wires kind of long so I get a nice wrap around the solid wire. Okay, so we'll take our black wire, we'll get our insulation even at the bottom like this here. We'll take our strands, we'll wrap them around our solid wire like this here, get our copper even at the end and our insulation even at the bottom. Take our orange wire nut, make sure it goes on. Okay, now we'll do the same with our white wire. Get our insulation even at the bottom like this here. Bring our strands down, bend them down like that. Wrap our strands around our solid wire like this. And we'll get our wire nut, our copper's even down here and our insulation's even at the top. So if you have to move your hand back, you hold back here so you don't mess up your twist. And you put your wire nut on. Now I'm going to turn with my pliers a little bit because my hands are all greasy. Easier just to dump it all out and claw through it all. Well, I don't have my pliers, so I'll just use my cutters. And I'm not going to squeeze on the wire nut. I'm just going to hold it, get the grooves inside the end there, and I'll just tighten it. I'm not squeezing on it. Okay, now we can put our wires into our box, and I see our wire insulation is up in the bottom of the wire nut there where we want it. And now we'll get our ground wire, we'll wrap it around here like this. And we'll copper even at the end like that there. Let's take our orange wire nut. Okay, so now we can stick our light back on our box. So we'll just poke our wires all into the box here where we want them. How nice, it doesn't even fit. How wonderful that is. Isn't that lovely? That is lovely. So I'm going to have to cut a little notch up here. And it's nice not to have a pen either. I enjoy not having stuff. So if I didn't enjoy it, it would annoy me. So you just learn to enjoy it and don't get annoyed. Just learn to love. Learn to love not. I love it when things don't fit. Okay, it's just about the right spot there. Because getting mad is not going to fix anything. So we'll just beat that back a little. You just doesn't have to get upset. It just doesn't. So we'll just cut this out. Because it's not going to help you to get all frustrated and bent out of shape because something doesn't fit. Just learn to enjoy things not fitting. If something doesn't fit, it just doesn't fit. So you just got to make it fit. So we just break some of this off of here. We're not getting all upset and bent out of shape because this isn't going to change anything. This will just have to be repainted. Sometimes you just have to do a back job, that's all. You can just patch that up with sheetrock, mud, and tape, and just cob it up as long as the safety part is right. Let's see if it's going to fit. Now it is going to fit. Okay, so this will just be tapped back up. Just make it the best we can. That'll just have to be remudded and painted along the top here. Okay, so now we'll put our wires back into our box the way we want them. So sometimes you just have to hack something. You just gotta hack it. Okay, now it's fitting the way we want it. I hate to do hack jobs, but sometimes you just have to. You just got to. As long as it's not the safety part of it. And I just love how those screws don't come through. I love that. So we'll take it down, that's all. We don't get upset, we don't carry on, we don't get all frustrated. It's not going to help anything. It's not going to change anything. Nothing changes when you get all frustrated and bent out of shape about stuff. You know what we can do? We can loosen this a little bit, put the screws back in. And just have it out some. Have it out about 1/4 inch, or maybe even 1/8, just enough so that the screws, the nuts bolts come through the fixture. When we tighten the fixture up, it will flush against the box. We'll put these screws back in, and we'll try again. Hopefully we'll have some luck, but if not, we don't. We're not going to get upset. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. And we're not going to complain about it. We're not going to get upset about it. We're just going to walk away from it and let somebody else get some screws that will fit. Okay, so again, we've got to make sure no wires are pinched here. Okay, there it is. We're not getting upset. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. But we're going to keep trying until we get it. And if we can't, we can't. We're not going to get upset. Not going to frustrate with it. Well, I gotta get this other nut to come out, so. But you know what? If you can't, you can't. You don't let anything, stuff like that bother you. You just have to not be able to do it, so you can't, that's all. Because sometimes things just don't work out. So you just gotta walk away from them and not get all bent out of shape over it. Just let somebody else do it if you can't do it. So we're going to make a little shim and put it behind here, and hopefully that will work. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. If the stuff falls on the floor, you just leave it. You don't get all bent out of shape about it. You just pick it up when you pick it up, that's all. Okay, so we're going to shim this bracket out a little bit. So we're going to make a little loop here and a piece of wire. Close that loop up. Hopefully that will bring it out enough so we can get the nuts on. Then we'll make another loop here. So they're just going to have to fill that in and just mud it and sand it and tape it and make it better that way. Okay, now let's see if our light fits. We can get it on now. Put our bulb facing down. We'll put our wires back into our box here. Hey, it's going to work now. Okay, we got it to go through, so now let's put our nuts on here. So this will just have to be repainted here. And like stick some tape behind here and some mud and just finish it off again. Okay, we'll stick our globe on here. So you take your plastic ring and it threads on this ceramic porcelain here, the socket. Okay, so we'll just make sure our nuts are nice and tight here.